Hello, magical people. Welcome back to the Daily Astro Show. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and we're streaming live on the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. Sorry, you guys, that I'm a little bit late today. Things happen. We're in a full moon in Aries portal. It is freaking intense. Hope you guys are all doing well, and let me know how you're all feeling in the live chat or the comments below if you feel like sharing. So before we get into the astrology horoscope for today, as always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam YouTube and Rumble channels, as well as the Beyond Mystic YouTube and Rumble channels. And if you'd like to have a personal astrology reading with me, those are available over at the link in the description box below. So yeah, a little bit of technical difficulties before I went live. Hope everybody can see me. We got CeeLo Joe saying nothing on Rumble yet, should show up in a moment or two. I'm seeing we're live on YouTube, so that's going. Yeah, sorry guys, just a little bit of technical difficulties going on today. So, we've got Norway in the house. Hello, Norway. Hello, Canada. Hello, USA. Hello, everybody. Good morning, afternoon, evening, depending on where you're at. So, the moon is now in Aries, okay? And we're getting ready for that full moon in Aries, which is going to be exact tomorrow, Thursday, October 17th. We got the moon at 12 degrees of Aries as I'm going live today, conjunct the North Node, okay? And we've still got, of course, we're in Libra season, Sun, 23 degrees of Libra. We got that Mars-Pluto opposition getting stronger. We're going to be having a grand cardinal cross in this full moon in Aries. So this is an intense energy. Okay, you guys, we've got full moon in Aries with adverse, challenging chart pattern of a grand cardinal cross, which of course the sun and the moon are in an opposition, with Mars and Pluto in an opposition as well. Square the sun and the moon. That'll be at the exact time of the full moon tomorrow. This is a tension point, and this is a really big test point, okay? CeeLo Joe says, yes, it is intense. Holy moly. Tests around those Aries-ruled areas of life, our self-authority, our boundaries, our inner leadership, being in the present moment, our directiveness, and our sense of action. We are likely all experiencing some form of conflict. I mean, we've got really big conflict going on in the collective, big time, but today, going into tomorrow, and also the day after the full moon, you can be feeling this conflictual heaviness, intensity. DigiBean says, testing boundaries. Yes, boundaries can definitely be tested. So you're going to want to see where you have the sign of Aries in your personal astrology chart, because this is an area where you may be going through quite a big test at the moment. It's definitely being highlighted for you at the moment as well. And we're being invited to really be in the present moment, to be action-oriented, to not be focusing too much on the past, even though we've got a lot of planets retrograde right now, 5 retrograde. We're in a little bit of a retrograde city. This full moon in Aries is really bringing in to be in the present moment, to not focus so much on the past and not focus so much on the future dreams and goals, but what do we need to be taking care of right here, right now, in the grounded reality? What's right in front of our face that we've maybe not been putting enough attention towards? How are we feeling physically? Aries is a very physical sign. How are we doing emotionally? How are we doing mentally? How are we doing spiritually? And if there's an issue in any of those areas, what can we do? What directed action can we take to help us move forward into a more positive space? Okay. We are in Libra season. So for many of us, this can be around boundaries in our committed relationships, in love, in work, with clients, people that we work with. Okay. And it is important to point out, and I think I might have said this in yesterday's Daily Astro or my full moon in Aries videos yesterday. I can't remember which one, but multiple planets right now in positions that they do not like to be in. Either they're fall or detriment positions or just places they don't like to be in. The sun is at fall in Libra. Mercury doesn't really mind being in Scorpio. Moon doesn't really mind being in Aries. Venus at detriment in Scorpio. Mars at fall in Cancer. Jupiter at fall in Gemini. Saturn doesn't like to be in Pisces. Uranus is at fall in Taurus. Neptune, the strongest outer planet, in his home sign of Pisces. And Pluto likes to be in Capricorn because that definitely stirs shit up. So there can be a really uncomfortable feeling as well. We've had many of these planets transiting in places they don't like to be in, but the full moon in Aries can really be amplifying that. Full moon, new moon, lunations amplifies the influences of what's going on. So for some of us, maybe all of us, let me know in the comments. I know I'm sure feeling it quite a bit, like this uncomfortableness, just uncomfortable with the current energy. So if you're feeling that, you're not crazy. Okay. We're at a really big shifting time. Okay. Digibean says, we absolutely win. Just choose the right side. I totally agree with you. So just being honest that, yeah, it's a heavy energy. And Herr Miller says, yes, everything feels edgy. So we're going to chug through this. We're going to get through this energy. And you're not crazy if you're feeling highly uncomfortable, if you're feeling irritated by something, if you're feeling challenged. This is a full moon of challenge that's testing us to move forward. Hello, Jill, sending lots of love to you. You're saying, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed today. Normal to feel overwhelmed, and also normal with the Aries moon being adversely aspected to be edgy, to be moody, to be not impulsive is the right word, but to be almost childlike, almost like acting like a child. We may have a temper tantrum or a freak out. So if that stuff comes up, being easy on yourself, okay, loving yourself, reminding ourselves this is really intense astrological transits. And if you're feeling comfortable out there, or if everything just seems like it's fairy cakes and roses and unicorns, that's an exception. And that's a miracle that you're feeling, because this is very challenging astrology right now. Okay. Six Fairy Lights, hello, says, I've been very irritated, taking a lot for me to control my incoming explosions. And sometimes it's good for us to have the explosion, right? So that then we can have the breakthrough and then move forward. Okay. Also want to mention before I finish up, you guys, May Levy is going to be hosting this Heart Liberation live activation over on the Beyond Mystic Academy on, I think it's Friday, October 18th at 9 p.m. Eastern. And it's all about transforming parasitic fear into inner peace. So you can go check that out over at the link below. And see, Lojo, I love what you just said. If you feel unicorns, roses, and fairies, you could be a little high right now. That is such a good point. And I totally agree with you. If you are like, Meg's crazy, I feel great, everything's perfect, this is the best day of my life. Okay, maybe you need to be really honest with yourself and look at all the different areas of your life and be honest with yourself. Maybe there's something that you're overlooking or not being really in the present moment about. So again, see where you have Aries in your chart. Also see where you have 22 degrees of Cancer in your chart, because that's where Mars is, the dispositor of this full moon, to give us clarity on what are those areas that we're really being tested on. So I love you guys so much. I'm sending so much cosmic love your way. We're going to get through this one step at a time, one breath at a time. Also, doing physical activity and movement can help us with this strong Aries influence. So love you guys and see you tomorrow for another Daily Astro Show. Mwah! Bye, everybody.